Welcome to LEGO DACTA Control Lab. Before you start, make sure that you have all the components shown on Quickstart cards 1A, 1B. Connect your computer and the LEGO DACTA interface B, and also build the fan model. This Quickstart video has been shot using an Apple Macintosh LC2. The differences with PC-compatible software are minor, and when PC screens are shown, they're illustrated with a flashing PC icon in the top right-hand corner of the screen. The numbers in the bottom right-hand corner correspond to the Quickstart cards. Starting the software is slightly different on different computers. PC-compatible users should type CTRLAB at the prompt. Apple Macintosh users should double-click on the Control Lab icon. When Control Lab has loaded, we first of all get the LEGO DACTA splash screen. Clicking anywhere on this screen takes us to the opening screen. Here we can go to File on the menu bar. Then select New Project, and we get the first level in our software. This is the Setup page, which is a screen image of the LEGO DACTA interface B. Here we need to tell the screen interface what has been connected on interface B. Click and drag the motor icon to output A. We can also click and drag the lamp icon to output B, and the temperature sensor icon to input 1. The current temperature is now displayed above input 1. The motor and lamp can be turned on by clicking on the small circles above the outputs A and B. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see the Command Center, where we can enter logo commands. For instance, type talk to, inverted commas, motor A, then press Return or the Enter key. Then type on wait 50 off, and when we press Return or the Enter key, you can hear the fan motor comes on for 5 seconds and goes off. Lots of other logo instructions are possible, as you can see from Quickstart card 3. For the next level of the software, go to Pages in the menu bar and select Procedures. On the procedure screen, we can write a new procedure. Let's call it First Go. We type to first go, talk to, inverted commas, lamp B on, wait 60 off, end. By typing the name of the procedure First Go in the Command Center and then pressing the Return key or the Enter key, First Go will actually run for 6 seconds. The black dot tells you when the procedure is running. If I want to clear the text in the Command Center, I can just type CC and press Return. Similarly, to clear the procedure screen, highlight the text by clicking and dragging, and then press Delete to remove the highlighted area. We could write another procedure and call it Slow Down. This time we'll talk to, inverted commas, motor A, then type a new command. Set power 8, which is the maximum of 8 power levels. On wait 50, off wait 20, set power 3, on wait 50 off, end. If we then go to the command center and type slow down and press return, the fan model will slow down. Here we go to File on the menu bar and save our project. We can give it a file name, say Fan Model, and then click on Save. If we close this current project, we can then open a new one or open any of the existing projects we saved previously. We can also print our project. Go to File on the menu bar. Then Print Project and follow the instructions in the dialog box. PC-compatible users will see a slightly different dialog or modify box. Let's now look at the LEGO DACTA range of sensors. Check that you're on the Setup page. On the left of the screen interface are the sensors. The top two are yellow and can only be used in the yellow input ports 1 to 4. Likewise, the two blue sensors can only be used in the blue ports 5 to 8. Check that the temperature sensor is still connected. It's currently reading 25 degrees Celsius. Select Procedures from the Pages menu bar. Erase the previous procedure. Let's write a simple procedure which will turn the fan on when a certain temperature is reached. Let's call the procedure Thermostat. Type to thermostat. Talk to, inverted commas, lamp be on. Wait until, open square brackets, temp 1 is greater than 28, close square brackets. Talk to, inverted commas, motor A on, and finish your procedure with end. In the command center, type thermostat and press return. When the right temperature is reached, the fan will automatically come on to cool the sensor. Select Setup from the Pages menu bar. The touch sensor could be used to stop the fan in an emergency. Here's a procedure which could be used. Now make sure you fit a light sensor to input 5 on interface B. Select Setup from the Pages menu bar, and on the screen interface, place a light sensor icon, a blue sensor, on input 5. If we now place different coloured bricks in front of the light sensor, we notice the different light readings above the icon on the screen. We can then look at a feature of the software we haven't seen before. If we double-click the mouse button on light sensor 5, we go behind it to a dialog or Modify Sensor box, where it's possible to adjust the settings on the light sensor. All the input and output devices have Modify boxes behind them. PC users will always see a slightly different dialog or Modify box. The next sensor we're going to look at is the angle sensor. Click and drag the angle sensor onto input 6. Double-click to go to the Modify box, where we can set the sensor to angle or rotation according to the needs of the current project. Click on OK to leave the box. This is an example of a procedure which, when the sensor has counted to 66, stops the fan. This covers 4 sensors. This is the third level of the LEGO DACTA software. Go to Pages on the menu bar and select page 1. Here we have a tool palette which will let us create an interactive project page. So if I click to highlight the picture icon and then click on the screen, I get an empty picture. If I double-click, we go behind the picture, and by clicking on the words Empty Picture, I can choose one of the stored pictures. In this Modify Picture box, I can click to get rid of its name and frame and click on OK again. For PC-compatible users, a slightly different Modify box will appear. I can select any item on the project page by dragging a marker box right across it so the little handles appear. Click elsewhere on the screen to remove the handles. Let's do that again. This item can now be moved, or it could even be deleted by pressing the Delete key. Similarly, I can add text. If I click it here, I can type in our fan project. The next thing we want to look at is buttons which really bring pages to life. We can put a button onto the screen and operate any output device or even a procedure. For instance, we can make the button talk to, inverted commas, motor A on, and talk to, inverted commas, motor A off. If we now click on the screen button, the motor comes on. Click again, and it goes off. The next thing that we're going to look at is sliders. Place a slider on the screen and double-click to go behind it. By the word Release, type Talk to, inverted commas, motor A on set power slider 1. This allows us to control the speed of the fan or any other output devices. The next thing we want to look at is monitor boxes, which allow us to monitor input from the sensors. If I double-click and go behind the monitor box, I can select from Show, say Temp 1, and that will give us a reading of the actual temperature sensor. You can see that it is now 22 degrees Celsius. You can easily add extra pages to your project. Go to Pages on the menu bar and select New Page. On this new page, let's place a graph. So click on the graph icon and place a graph on the screen. Double-click to go behind the graph. Here we can then select, say, Temp 1. We can also set the actual scale by clicking here. 1023 is a bit high, so let's make it 100. On the y-axis, we can type temp, and on the x-axis, time. Click on OK. Click on OK again, and then if we click on the little icon in the corner of the graph, you can see it changes and the graph is beginning to plot. Stop by clicking again, and you now have a graph of temperature over a time period. More help can be found on the final Quickstart card, which has a glossary and information on the help facility. But you can also go to Help on the menu bar. Selecting Primitives, for instance, will give you a whole list of logo commands. Click on your chosen command, say Talk to. Click on the Help box, and you get a lot of information about Talk to, and also several examples which you can actually copy and paste into your project. That's Control Lab. Now that you've been through the 12 Quickstart cards, you're more than ready for the challenge and fun of the projects. These 7 exciting models have been designed to explore the software to its full potential. Have fun! For more information and advice, ring 0978 290 900. Fax 0978 296 239. Or Apple link Lego DACTA _UK.